Hey everyone, it's Megan. I'm going to take a couple minutes and walk you through how I apply Jamberry Nail Wraps. A few things that I'm going to be using is a pair of scissors, so you can use nail scissors or a small pair of craft scissors. I use a cuticle pusher. I have my nail wraps here. I have a nail file. I have my Jamberry heater here, which I'm going to go ahead and turn on. And I'm going to clean my nails with a little bit of antibacterial and a napkin or tissue. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is make sure that my fingernails are clean and that my cuticles are pushed back. If you haven't yet cleaned your fingernails, kind of picked most of the stuff off them and kind of pushed your cuticles back, take a couple minutes to do it first. It will save you time during the application process if you go through and do that. Compared to doing each nail and then putting it on, etc. So mine are ready to go. I'll go through one application with you and then I'll end the video. If you guys have questions after that, I'm happy to kind of continue on. So I'm going to start with my thumb, and the first thing I'm going to do is clean my nail. Now you can use rubbing alcohol, but I used this because it works for me, and just want to make sure your nail is clean. You do not want to use nail polish remover because it will not fully clean your nail. You need to use something that's alcohol-based. Rubbing alcohol is the best thing you can use, but this works just fine. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to line up the nail wrap size that best fits my thumb, and I'm going to go with this one right here. So once I pick it, I'm going to peel up the edges of the wrap and use my cuticle stick like this. I'll turn it a little bit so you can see it. And then I'm going to lift it. I'm not going to peel it all the way off, the whole thing. And then I'm just going to cut it however how long I think my nail is going to be. Now my nails aren't too long, so that length should be sufficient. Now you can see how I have it on right now. The rounded part is on the stick. I'm actually going to take it off with my hands and I'm going to re-establish it. So let's see what spot you can see it. So the rounded part is down and the flat part is at the top. So I'm going to go ahead and heat it in my mini heater until I start seeing the edges bend. So it's usually about 3 to 5 seconds. I can see my edges bend there, so I'm immediately going to remove it. Now I'm going to line it up and go ahead and put it on my nail wrap, put it on my fingernail, excuse me. And I'm going to slowly pull it down until it comes off. Now, it's not on my nail yet, so I'm going to use my hand, my fingers, and I'm going to push it all the way around. So these are heat-activated vinyl stickers. So you got to make sure you heat it up enough, not too much, just enough to get it warm so it is malleable and it sticks right on. Now, the next thing is when you apply it, you want to make sure that you use your tool, whether it's an orange stick or it's a cuticle pusher. Make sure you get all around your edges. You need to make sure that it's all around your edges and stuck down really good. Okay, and I use my tool, but I also use my finger too and push it down. So it's heat activated and you have to use pressure as well. So you may hear that. Okay, so I have a little bit of extra around the tip, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that off using my scissors. Okay, and I got most of it, but I'm going to use my nail file in just a minute. Now, some people use their nail file now. I don't. I go ahead and I use the heater again. Now, I keep it on a little bit longer this time, and I usually keep it on until my fingernail starts to get really warm, so it's kind of uncomfortable. But what that happens is it allows it to really stick onto the nail much better. So you can call it 10 seconds, you can call it 15 seconds, however long you really want. And this is like my 5th or 6th time putting on these nail wraps, and it's worked really well for me, this process, and keeping the heat on longer the second time. So you can see it's starting to look like a fingernail wrap. So now that it's heated again, I'm going to go ahead and use my nail file. Now doing that 90-degree angle is really important. The newer nail file you have, the easier it will trim off that extra stuff. Now you'll know when it starts to come off because it will literally just peel off the tip of your nail. So you can see it's literally coming off. Okay. That looks pretty good. Alright, so one is done. So I'm going to go ahead and repeat that for all of my other nails. And if you want to continue to, I have a little wrinkle that's kind of forming here. So I'm just going to use this to kind of push it out. The heat's really important. So make sure you use the heat as your friend to really make sure that the nail wrap seals onto your nail the way that it should. But that's a lot for now. One other plug that I wanted to share with you guys is that for people that live in my area, I'm now going to be carrying inventory with me. So if you don't want to wait for an order to come in and you're looking for something for this weekend or for an upcoming night, I have a variety of nail wraps on hand that you guys can choose from. I have full sheets, I have half sheets here in the back. So just message me. I'm slowly building on my inventory really to make it more convenient for you guys so you don't have to wait a full week or so. But thanks for your time. If you have any questions, you're welcome to write me directly. But I hope that was helpful. Thanks.